You mentioned rocket launches a little while ago, and this is another form of space tourism where you're not you're not being launched in the rocket, but you're watching rockets be launched. And you said that was your favorite topic right now on your website. Now, I don't know when the website was updated. Maybe that was 6 months ago. But I'm just curious, just tell us a little bit about rocket launching as a tourist activity.
Sure. I mean, I think if you've met anyone who lives in Florida, who lives near Orlando, they will attest to what I'm going to say. But there is something incredibly humbling about the ability for something a human has built to defy gravity. If you think about physics, not getting too deep into the science, gravity is the given that we've never been able to figure out. We don't understand it's a given. We don't understand the mechanics of it. We don't know why, we've sort of understand it, but we have no control over it. It's one of the few true principles of physics that has never been broken.
Interesting.
And we can build a thing which defies it, which pushes something away from a mass, which has a massive amount of gravity. And if you've ever seen a rocket launch and you felt that it's this deep rumble that's kind of rumbles through your body, but through your soul. Yeah. And you get this awe, like many people describe it as a very emotional experience. I experienced a launch back in 2014. It was deeply emotional. I think the wind sort of pushes tears out of your eyes, but it's not just because of the wind that you're kind of, I mean, everyone gets emotional at that launch. And, some people live in the area where they can see them regularly, but most of us are going to have to travel. And there are only so many places in the world that we launch from. So again, you're going to need to put the effort in to see the reward. And launches don't even always happen on the day you anticipate. So you're going to be patient, and the effort you put in really pays off later.
Right. And what are some of the, I thought it was interesting, some of the places that you mentioned.
Sure.
Besides Florida.
Yeah.
What are some of the other places you can go to watch rocket launches?
One is sort of right down the road, globally speaking. You can watch launches here in California, down in Lompoc. Okay. Vandenberg Air Force Base launches. Now SpaceX is launching from there. ULA launches there. So you can see launches there. Great wine in the area while you're waiting for the launch.
Even better.
You can go to some really interesting places. French Guiana.
Yeah, that's the one of the two I was thinking of.
Yep, down on the northern coast of South America.
Right.
Japan is launching from basically the southernmost main island. Russia launches from both within Russia. Those are typically military launches, but down in Kazakhstan is where they do their passenger launches. That's on my list. Yeah. Most of these places where they're more government or privately managed spaceports, you don't typically get invited unless you're a customer or a guest of a customer. Yep. They're starting to open that up because they realize people want to travel. Yep. Russia has been very aggressively putting out headlines about we want rocket tourism, we want space tourism, we're going to train you, come to Russia. They understand, especially probably they have access to markets that the US doesn't have the same level of access to. Right. I'm thinking particularly of Eastern Asia. Yep. Some of those markets would rather go to Russia to do these than to fly to the US, or can't fly to the US and do these kinds of trips.
Right. Fascinating. Well, I was just in Kazakhstan, so we can talk about the stands if you decide to go to the stands, because I can't recommend them highly enough.
That's what I've heard from everyone.
Yeah.